Just imagine that it's like slime on your face. You just whoop and throw it out. Literally, just visualize this whoop and now do the
That's
3-3-3.
so much fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I know.
All right, so I am so excited once again to introduce you to who I'm going to call my friend, Amina, who is a neuroplasticity expert. So many ways to say it. She's going to say it much better than I do. But this is so exciting because it's about transformation. It's becoming a better version of yourself, getting over overwhelm, spiraling. I know I've been there. I'm sure if you're listening or watching, you've been there too. So that's what we're going to dive into today. And this is so amazing to have you here once again. I could talk to you for 15 hours, but we're doing this. We're cutting out the fat. We're giving everyone the best 15 to 20 minutes because we know people are busy.
Yeah.
But why not learn the most and have a beautiful quality podcast, right? Where people can say, hey, I'm good. I was making dinner. I was making breakfast. I just learned something in 15 minutes and I'm a better version of myself. So thank you for being here with me
Aw.
from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, my pleasure, babe.
And today we have so much to talk about because, a lot of folks go through this, myself included, spiraling, feeling that overwhelm because, we're busy. But then at the end of the day, I'll speak for myself, I feel frazzled. I feel accomplished, but I feel frazzled sometimes because I just did 15 things in the matter of 5 hours. So part of you is like, I'm proud of myself. I did it. But the other part is like, oh my gosh, my brain is buzzing. My body feels a little bit on edge and very tense.
You're so not alone with this idea that we store so much tension in our body.
Mhm.
And really, it's your body from a metaphysical perspective. It's your body screaming at you saying, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. And when we don't pay attention, which is common for most of us, the
Mhm.
body will start aching.
You,
It'll
you feel
start
the
giving you
tenseness
messages.
and the
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
And does that show up differently for people depending? I mean, for me, it's always neck and
Yeah.
shoulders. And then my therapist, my massage therapist says, oh my gosh, you've got humongous knots there,
Yeah.
right? But then
Yeah.
other people feel it more in their gut,
Yeah.
their legs,
Yeah.
their feet.
Louise Hay wrote an incredible book. It's called You Can Heal Your Life. And at the end of the book, she basically has a dictionary of every physical ailment and every emotional cause and reason for that ailment.
Whoa.
So when our shoulders hurt, she said, it's like the weight of the world on our
Wow.
shoulders. When our gut is upset, it's like we're anxious, we're worried, we're concerned. When our lower back hurts, it's driven by fear of instability or lack of finances.
Mm.
And so our bodies are always talking to us. And actually, the body remembers faster than the brain, right? This is what the really famous book, The Body Keeps the Score,
Yeah.
suggested.
Yeah. That's a great book. It's a heavy
It's a
read.
heavy read.
It's
Yeah.
a heavy read. It's very long, but I highly recommend it
Yeah.
because the author, he did his research. And from
Yeah.
what I understood
Right.
is for things like yoga,
Yeah.
simply just doing yoga. And I know there may be some folks who are watching or
They're like,
listening
I
going,
can't do
I'm
yoga.
not a
I don't
yoga
like
person.
yoga.
I don't
Yeah.
like to get into warrior position. It's too
Yeah.
tough. It's
Yeah.
right. But you don't have to dive deep into
That's
it.
it. You could do yoga nidra where all you're doing is laying down and
Wait.
understanding your body.
So simply for someone watching or listening, this is like basic yoga for somebody?
Yoga nidra, I mean, you can just go on YouTube and put in 10-minute yoga nidra and it guides you into sensory awareness of your body.
So you're like literally just lying on the floor?
You're literally in shavasana.
Oh, wow.
Because let me tell you, Jean, like honestly, when we're spiraling and deeply anxious and worried, our brain is buzzing about the future. But your body is always present and here.
Mm,
So when we pull out from the future, come into our body, here's a little trick
yeah.
that most people can do. When we're spinning, the first thing you do is like recognize, oh my God, I'm spinning. Secondarily, do this 3-step process. Number 1, look at 3 things you can see. I see your beautiful shoes. I see your blue shirt. I see that green plant.
Well,
Now name 3 things that with different colors. I see the red curtain,
mhm,
I see the gray floor, I see the orange brown chair. Name 3 things you can smell. I smell my perfume.
mhm.
I
Smell a
s- I
candle.
smell a candle. Maybe I smell, the smog outside. And so
Hopefully not the smog, but
yeah,
you know.
but when you have the sensory awareness, your brain comes back online when
Oh,
you use your different senses,
okay.
and it instantly works.
I love that analogy because online, we think we're dealing with laptops and computers and technology all the time.
Yeah,
Sometimes, the phone crashes for some reason, and you've
right.
got to,
Often.
yeah, often you've got to reboot it, turn it
That's it.
off. They always
That's
say
it.
turn it off,
Yeah,
turn it back on.
that's it. And usually when you say turn off using your iPhone analogy or phone analogy, we disassociate. We go somewhere else.
Wow.
And we learned to do that as kids because when our parents were fighting or they weren't paying attention, naturally our brains would escape to survive.
Wow.
And so we disassociate in life. The fastest way to get out of disassociation is to do that 333 process. Now,
Wow.
I notice when I'm talking about something intense with one of my clients,
Hmm.
she goes, "Whoa," she just like her eyes glaze over, and immediately we have a contract. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see you're frozen. Stand up, take a deep breath, arms out, breathe.
Wow.
Three things you can
Right.
see, three colors you can name,
And then
and
three
then three
smells.
smells. Yeah.
Wow. And then she comes back
She comes
online.
and she's like, "Woo!
She's
Okay."
like, I'm back here. What's interesting is because these are very simple
Yeah.
techniques. Someone is watching or listening and they're going through this. I mean, we
Mhm.
live in Los Angeles. Traffic is a part of life where you're stuck in traffic, and that causes a lot of
Yeah, spinning.
anxiety,
Yeah.
spinning, people cutting you off, that kind of thing, or just being busy during your day.
Yeah.
How often should you do this kind of stuff?
Anytime you know you're gonna be nervous,
Yeah.
like before a big meeting. Usually, most of us that have jobs or work for ourselves have one or two things in the day
Hmm.
that are gonna provoke anxiety and get
Yeah.
us to sort of fly away. Also, so, like, definitely before you walk into your mom's house, your father's house, right before you walk in, do the 3 smells, do the 3 sights, do the 3 colors, boom, you're grounded. It actually creates groundedness. Now, because when our brain is spinning, we're in the future and driven by fear. When you come back into the present day, it's like, am I okay? I'm okay.
Mm.
I'm okay right now.
Hmm. I'm here in the
I'm
now.
here.
I'm here in the
Yes.
moment, which is
Yes.
so important.
There was a woman I spoke to, and she said she was really, really freaked out. And she called her therapist and she said, "Oh my God, I can't handle this. I'm freaking out." And her therapist said, "Are you okay right now?"
Mm,
And she's like, "Well, I'm okay right now." And then her therapist stayed on the phone with her, was like, "How about right now? How
mm,
about now?
mm,
How about now?"
mm.
And they did that for like 15 minutes, and every minute she was like, "Okay, right now I'm okay. Right now I'm okay. For today, right now I'm okay." And that's how our brain works. As soon as you come back into the present moment, the spinning stops,
Mhm.
the stress hormones calm
The
down.
cortisol levels
Yes,
go down. We like that.
yes. And then anytime you can remember, anytime you can remember of coming back into the present day, it's like, your phone battery is at 10%, boom, you do this 333, gets you back to 50%,
Wow.
gets you back to
That's
100%.
it. So
If
more
you do it,
yourself.
yes, you do it 3 times.
And how fast is this? Because the examples you
They're
gave,
fast.
they're like 10 seconds
Yeah,
each,
yeah.
right? So within 30 seconds
Well,
or
try it right now. So think about something that's really stressing you out. Think about the future,
okay.
and you're just like noticing it,
I
recognize
was
it.
there before we started the
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
now just pause that and look around the room and name 3 things you can see.
I see a beautiful woman, Amina. I
Mm.
see an olive tree behind you, and I see a beautiful brown chair
Oh,
or
beautiful.
orange,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Okay. And now name a few other things you can actually see in terms of color. Name 3
Color.
colors.
I
Yeah.
see there's a beautiful white light
Yeah.
there. I also see the purple candle or
Nice.
lavender. I also see the black microphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And name 3 things you can smell.
I definitely smell the candle. I know people can't
Mm.
smell it, but it's a very fresh scent.
Mm.
I think, are you wearing perfume?
Mhm.
I smell that. It's a beautiful scent. It's very poignant. I love it.
Mm.
And then also, there's a crispness in the studio here in LA.
Mm.
Not the smog outside, but
Yeah.
in the studio.
Yeah. And now think about that future instance.
Once again, the buzzing in my brain or the spiraling or the
Yeah.
spinning or the too muchness.
Yeah.
it's lessened.
Yeah. And now try this. Now think about that thing that you're really anxious about and imagine that it was a picture. How close is it to you? Is it like right here? Is it here?
Ooh, it's far away.
It's far away.
Yeah.
So now push it even further.
Adios, hasta luego.
Yeah, adios.
Bye-bye.
And there
Okay.
you go.
That's actually very powerful
Yeah.
because that gives you a tool that
Yeah.
you can use right now.
Exactly. And in NLP, I learned this from Chris and Tim Hallbaum. Actually, they're amazing. We learned that these are submodalities. Our brain creates pictures
Hmm.
based on our emotions. So
Very
often,
visual.
yeah, very visual. So anytime you're really overwhelmed, you probably have a million pictures really close to you. My mom, my family, my holidays, my partner, blah, 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 blah. And just imagine you can close your eyes and just push those photos,
So this
push those pictures
the
out.
science, the research, the
Yeah.
studies show that that happens.
Yeah.
Quite quite honestly, before we started this podcast,
Yeah.
I've been dealing a lot with my family
Of course.
recently.
Yeah.
And it is, I pictured my mom and my dad and my brother and then the niece and the nephew and then my husband and oh my gosh. And it
Mhm.
did feel like it was
Yeah.
on top of my eyes,
Yes.
like right there. And I was like, go away.
Yeah, and literally as you're touching it, just imagine that it's like slime on your face. You just whoop and throw it out. Literally, just visualize this whoop and now do the
That's
333.
so much fun.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I
I
know.
would okay,
Yeah.
slime. Okay, go away from me. And then you do the
Do the
333.
333, you're golden.
Yeah,
Honestly, less than 5 minutes.
that's amazing. So have you seen real life
Yeah,
results from your clients?
absolutely.
Yeah. When you talk about neuroplasticity and being this expert in this
Yeah,
field with coaching,
yeah,
these are folks like I know one episode you talked about there was a high, powerful CEO
yeah,
type of leader.
yes,
And through your coaching, they were able to speak in public, which a lot of us think just because you're a CEO, you got it
yeah.
good, you should be able to get in front of 500 people.
It's
No,
hard. Yeah,
it's hard because of whatever childhood memories
right.
and fears.
Yeah.
So with this, have you actually seen real results with clients moving
Yes.
forward?
Yeah, for sure. There's a British client that I worked with who was in a very high intense environment in the entertainment industry. And he had a very important person on his team that would trigger the hell out of him. Now, this person would say something and he would experience severe triggers.
Wow.
His heart would like beat really fast. He would get sweaty. He would feel frozen. He
That
couldn't
sounds like
speak.
almost like a panic attack,
Yeah, exactly. He would
right?
have like a micro panic attack and he
Wow.
couldn't express himself. And so I asked him, when you think about her, what happens to your body? And he's
Oh,
like, ooh, I really shrank. And I said, what is the image that you see? And he's like, it's almost like I see a volcano or like a crumbling mountain.
so specific.
Yeah, it was so
A very
specific.
specific
Our
visual.
brain always creates pictures of
My
some
goodness.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when he saw her on a regular basis, what he started to do was two things. Number one, he would take that image that he would feel of that volcano and mountain and push it, like drain the color, make it black and white, push it all the way back.
So drain the color as in, like you said,
Like it was like in full 3D color, just make it black and white
black
and
and
push
white.
it out.
It's almost like then suddenly I'm thinking that's the past or
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
irrelevant.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he would replace it with a really happy image. And it didn't change her, but it would be like safety. And as soon as he would just push that image back and bring in a picture of his happy place, or, he loved his dog and his dog would just be all over his face and body here, it would literally change the wiring. It would
Wow.
switch his state of mind because his brain went from being afraid to love.
Whoa.
And your heart is the only organ that can shoot a message up to your brain.
That's
Otherwise,
wild.
your brain is always shooting messages back.
Wow.
So just switching the image completely shifts your state of mind and your neurology.
That's amazing.
So he did that, number one, and then he did the 333. And honestly, he's like, now that I see her, I mean, this is so miraculous. The thing that would give him like a level 8 anxiety doesn't bother him anymore.
So it's more like a one maybe.
Yeah, or a 2. Yeah,
Two.
1 or 2, something like
Yeah.
that.
So this is something that folks, not only the client that you help, but someone
Yeah.
is listening, watching right now, and
Yeah.
they're saying, I'm in my kitchen and the kids are running around,
Yeah.
or I've had, a very hard day at
Mm.
work and I'm spiraling. They can do this absolutely right now. So I love take that nasty image or whatever it is,
Oh,
black and white,
yeah.
take away the color, adios, like we did
Yeah.
with the slime on your
Mhm.
face,
Just
Go away. Thank you so much. And then all you have to do is then replace it with a beautiful, fun,
Happy
happy
image.
image,
Yeah.
happy image.
Yeah. Now, this is so powerful because there was research study done on the power of visualization
Mm,
and performance. And there was a university that took two basketball teams. One team was asked to practice their free throws,
hmm.
and literally for 30 minutes a day, just practice. The other
Over and over.
team, over and over and
Yeah.
over, every day, 30 minutes. The other team was asked to visualize for 30 minutes, nailing the free throws. They did nothing but visualize every day for 30,
But not
not
physically throw
physically
the
doing it.
bas
Yeah.
into the basket. No.
So the results were very astounding.
Okay, hold on. Drum roll, please, because I love this kind of stuff. Social science, neuroscience. So can I guess?
Yep.
I think most people, I don't know about you, I think most people would say if you physically practice,
Mm.
that helps you, the physicality, you've got it down, right? Just like actors
Yeah.
rehearse.
Yeah.
I think most people would say that. I'm going to say the second part, the one where you visualize that you're hitting that
Yeah.
free throw.
Yeah.
Is it
You're close.
close?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the group that did the physical free throws improved their shots and the free throws by 26%.
Okay. That's a good
The group
percentage.
that visualized improved by 25%.
Oh, whoa. That's actually still mind blowing because you're not physically even
Yeah.
trying to get in the hoop.
Just the visualization.
But I'm going to break this down. So, that study, the research is there.
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is mental power is so strong in your life, right?
So strong. We
So,
just need to know how to use it.
so let's say that someone is going through it in this moment.
Yeah.
All you have to kind of just think differently.
Think about, like it all builds on each other. That
Yeah.
other podcast we did was all about naming your feeling. Okay,
Yeah.
well, what am I feeling? I'm feeling overwhelmed. What is the image that I see? Oh, I see this volcano. Push it out. What is it that I want? Ah, what is it that I need? What is the emotion I need? I need to feel safe. Think of a time you felt safe. Bring that happy, safe place, your puppy, your garden, bring it in, and instantly.
So then you're replacing one with the other. And
That's
that
it.
mental visualization is so
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah. And then if you attach an emotion to it,
Mm,
boom.
boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
Done.
The done.
Yeah.
And so, as we wrap up here, what would you like people to walk away with? Because, our hope is that anybody watching, whether you're a kid, an adult with children, whatever you are in your life, that you learn
Yeah.
something that can transform and
Yeah.
empower you.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times we're told not to daydream, not to look outside the window, stay focused. But if you can start using the mental imagery and start playing with it, like imagine a lot of people that are on psychedelics see images and push one forward and bring one back. Your brain does that.
Yeah.
It's designed to do that. So if you can just decide and understand that you're playing with your neurology and that, our brains are so rich with images. Really, essentially, all memories are an image and a feeling and a sound.
That's very powerful because some people I know it was very hard to even name emotions for me until I saw a therapist
Right.
and she said, "Well, you keep on saying you're angry. What else is there?" And
Mm.
she gave me a list of 10
Yeah.
other emotions. And I said, "Oh, I think I'm resentful.
Yeah.
I'm scared,
Yeah.
fearful. I feel a little ashamed,
Oh.
And then she even said, shame and guilt are useless emotions. So let's dig deeper
Yeah.
and kind of, push me through that.
Love
So
that.
I love that it's so simple, though,
Mm.
those three things that you
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, we think that we can't take control of our mind and that we need somebody else, and we do. But even doing these practices of the 333 or even like meditating for 3 minutes a day, like all of these things bring you back into your body,
Mm.
which brings safety, which brings control.
Safety leads to control.
Yeah,
That's what
self-control,
yeah.
efficacy.
And it brings you back to yourself,
Yeah,
into the moment, into the
that's it.
now. Yeah, I love that. All right. Well, we're going to talk so much more. Thank you,
Yay.
Amina, from the bottom of my heart. It
Oh,
makes me so happy to be in your presence. And we have so much more to talk about. So if you are watching, listening for the first time, thank you so much. And for anybody who has not heard it, I want to say to you, you're doing a great job. Never give up. And also, Love you. I'm very, very proud of you. So please share, like, subscribe. And I say this, if you share this with someone who needs to see or hear it, hopefully it really transforms and helps them get through the day and get through life. So we will see you on the next one.